Greetings. I am Deepak Phatak, a teacher from IIT Bombay. I am going to speak to you about the great book Maverick Effect, written by my friend Harish Mehta. What I am saying is from the eyes of another maverick. When I first read The Maverick Effect, the exhilarating feelings invoked were those of awe and admiration. Awe because of the vastness of the canvas painted. It is not just about NASCOM, nor it is just about Harish Mehta, his family, and their ventures. It is about a beautiful journey undertaken to realize a larger cause, a larger national dream. It is about the million problems faced on the way and the resolution of each of those problems through wise diplomacy and resolute action. It is about taking a large number of industry stalwarts together, each of whom was a tall figure and has been there, has done that. Most of all, it is about identifying maverick sentiment in the minds and hearts of several other similar outliers and accentuating that spirit collaboratively to have a nationwide impact on an entire industry. It is about the evolutionary journey of an industry which the world initially ignored as being too small and too inconsequential to a level where the global businesses now count upon it to provide solutions to their own digital transformation. Admiration, because the man who scripted this history with several like minded people has written it in an amazingly human way. The narrative brings out this exciting history as a gripping story, camouflaging his extensive background research in collecting its details facts. The switch between NASCOM, the organization, and Harish Mehta, the person, happens in a very natural way throughout the book, illustrating their inseparability. The real admiration is because the book invokes desire for continued action in the minds of the Gen Next. Indeed, nothing would please a teacher more than to see such subtle and not so subtle reminder for continued action to millions of Indian youngsters now contributing to this industry. Among the teaching community, I am considered a bit of a maverick myself. Maybe that is why I can relate to the larger spirit of the book wholeheartedly. Of course, the maverick similarity between us ends quickly. A teacher has an uncanny advantage of being able to bask in reflected glory. When your students post extraordinary achievements in the real world, it is assumed that you must have done something useful. An industry maverick has to build things oneself, bit by bit and bite by bite. Nevertheless, what an immense pleasure it is for this teacher to read the narrative of how the IT industry is now doing things terabyte by terabyte and poised to do so exabyte by exabyte in coming decades. I have the privilege of knowing Harish and family quite intimately for many decades now. I must honestly admit that I could never foresee his authoring abilities in all these decades. I also had the privilege of seeing NASCOM grow. If I were to write about either, it will take volumes. If I were to write in detail about this book itself, the task will necessitate writing another book. Suffice it to say that this book must be read by the young and old, by one and all in the Indian IT industry. It is a must read for all students in our entire higher education segment to be motivated to script the future history of this great nation on the rise. This teacher is delighted to salute the Maverick for so ably illuminating the path. Thank you.